Hi everybody, my name is Lynette. Thank you for clicking on my channel. To all my loyal followers, I know I have promised you a weekly tour of the garden. Unfortunately, we had some heavy thunderstorms roll through last night and there's been some damage. Not so much here on our property, but locally there's some major damage. There's been some trees falling on houses and people killed. The power has now been out for 12 hours and we do not have any estimated time of it coming back on. So needless to say, I haven't been able to get out and really do much filming. However, this morning around 7:30 when we got up and started walking around, I did shoot some videos. So there is some, it's going to be very disjointed, but you can at least see what we suffered here. And we were very, very lucky. Our street was very lucky. We live in a great neighborhood. We all pulled together. We're all cleaning everything up together. So we are fine. The major thing is we have no running water. So that makes everybody need showers desperately. Today it was 81 degrees today with 77% humidity, so it is sticky, sticky, sticky. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 91, and with all the rain that we got, estimated probably about 2 inches of rain overnight, it's humid. So I'm not going to be able to get out in the garden. But I hope you'll enjoy this little video that I put together so you can see what has happened. We did have some casualties, but nothing major. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. And again, thank you for being a loyal follower, and we are just okay here. Also wanted to mention a shout out to all the road crew and the power company and all those people who are working so hard to get our power back on. I truly appreciate you and for what you're doing. So thank you so much, and be careful out there. Take care. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the garden. We had torrential rain last night. It's about 7:30 in the morning. We have no power. I've had no shower, so you don't get to see me. But we've got some flooding happening here. This is across the street at our neighbor's house. And you can see that the water is going over the road. And we have our own little Niagara Falls here. Water's not that deep going over the road, but feels good on my feet. See, we had a lot of wind. Looks like a lot of trees have been tattered pretty good. There was tornado warning sirens, or not sirens, alarms went off on the phones probably around 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So we are still without power. But let's take a quick walk around the gardens and see just how bad we got it. We've got some flooding down here. This is the stream. I just showed you the waterfall. This is when it comes over the edge. We call this the peninsula. Trees really took a beating last night. We desperately needed the rain, even though we've had a lot of rain this year, but it was so dry. It's supposed to be very hot and muggy today. It's muggy right now. Yep, and we can see we've got more flooding down here. I didn't wash away the mosquitoes, that's for darn sure. But here's the backyard. There is a beaver dam way back in there. So the fact that this is backed up doesn't surprise me terribly. But I didn't think we got this much rain. Well, we did lose a branch on the pear tree. Not as bad as I was expecting. That's an easy cleanup. Here's that pear tree that I mentioned had a broken branch. You know, I'm not too worried about this pear tree. If we lose it, I don't worry about it. We can put something else in there. The catalpa, that's a different story. This catalpa looks awful, awful. Oh, and I had such plans of filming her this morning because she was beautiful. All the flowers. You can see the flowers are on the ground. Let's hope she's just wind whipped a little bit and she'll perk back up. Losing this tree would be a major loss. Does not look promising. Does not look good at all. Here's the back side of the catalpa. Hopefully it's just wind whipped. Looks like some branches are hanging lower, but we'll see what the day brings when the sun comes out and the leaves get a chance to perk up. Losing this tree would be devastating. This is a memorial tree to my mother-in-law, so it kind of has a special place in our hearts. Sorry, this video is probably not the best. I'm just doing a quick walk, trying to avoid the mosquitoes and see what kind of damage we sustained. Delphinium are standing. Scotch thistle got knocked over. Yep, all the thistle got knocked over. I'll have to work on, hopefully I can stake them up because they look so pretty. Back there. All right, let's just go out front. Whew. You can see I have a sunburst locust right in the center of your screen. We just unstaked that thing and it's leaning. This area seemed to take some damage. Our locust tree is bent. And those 6 to 7 foot delphiniums, gone, gone. Grass has got knocked over. That's not going to be fun. Oh, we do have a new daylily open. Let's look on the bright side of things. Well, they both got really tattered and beat up. Isn't that pretty? Overall, not too bad. Oh, neighbors lost. Let me try and zoom in. They lost a nice section of a tree. Ah, the mosquitoes. Oh, and the neighbors lost. Part of their tree as well. This was a large old maple tree in our upper lot that came down during this storm. This thing is huge. And it's so sad that we don't have a fireplace because there's a lot of firewood there. Hopefully somebody in the neighborhood will use it, or there's going to be a lot of bonfires. But we'll be cutting this up over the next few days once the weather cools down a little bit. The wind was so bad it knocked over trees, but it didn't blow a single cushion off the chairs on the porch. Remember those red delphiniums? They took a bad hit. I never have cut flowers in my house. I prefer my flowers to be outside. But when Mother Nature sends you lemons, sometimes you just have to make lemonade. So as the red lark delphiniums snapped right off at the bottom, I made sure I grabbed those, stuck them in a vase. I included some smokebush leaves, some of the Kinsley's Ghost honeysuckle, and the white is mock orange branches. And then I threw in a couple blades of grass here and there. So I think it's a beautiful arrangement, but I wish it was outside. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope none of you had any storm damage in your gardens, and we will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. It is June 23rd, 5:30 in the morning. You can see how humid it is already with all the fog in the air, and it's not going to go anywhere. We're expecting the heat advisory to be about 105 with 77% humidity. It's going to be beastly. Everybody stay inside, stay cool, and stay safe. It's so humid, the spider webs are covered with water.